Also lost to him 3-1 in Grand Finals. It's been dominating. He hasn't been bringing out the Queen Eye at all. He is convinced that Bo is broken. He loves 8 decks, and I'm honestly expecting him to stay with Koji for the majority of the times that he's playing Brawlhalla, at least until something changes. So that's what we're seeing here. And LDZ bringing out this Koji, opening up the sword. He's going to be trying to fight against MiniVessen's Teros.
Got the sword. He's got the side airs. MiniVessen trying to figure out the spacing that he needs. Can't get the weapon toss. Calls in a weapon, but LDZ able to guard both the weapon that had pre-spawn and the horn call. MiniVessen just hasn't been able to get anything going. LDZ gets a nice dare. MiniVessen can't touch the
that was
ball.
it. MiniVessen didn't. He got hit out of his recovery, I guess, and his dodge was gone. That downer just confirms it. That's a 30-second stock. What a clean edge guard from LDZ.
MiniVessen now has an axe. Can he figure something out? Goes for the sidelight side air, but can't pick up the side air.
Oh, nice side air.
Just avoiding all of the attacks of MiniVessen.
And these neutral airs are stopping all the approaches that Mini's doing too. I think he needs to go for more of that weapon toss style, because right now, he's just getting beat out in these trades. There's one weapon toss. Will he go for another one? The mine on the left here. MiniVessen has an opportunity for a side air.
He went for the weapon toss into a pickup, but picked up the mine instead. Saw that slight pause. That would have been awesome had he gotten it into the mine, but the mine explodes just a little bit early. It's still able to finish off the stock.
Mini picking up that axe, puts out that down air. It connects. Side air comes out as well. LDZ playing around with the sword. D-light, double D-light down air. Tries to go for the recovery follow-up regardless, and MiniVessen gets a nice nair. Sarah connects as well. LDZ brought in the deep yellow. MiniVessen looking for a little bit more damage here, but gets hit by the GC neutral light. Oh no, the bow off stage is so dominant here, but LDZ tosses his bow aside, gets the ground pound, great option.
Punishes the recovery just outside, finishes the recovery finishes its active frames, and LDZ gets the ground pound on top of him. MiniVessen, can he even it up? He's got the axe, gets a side air, can't get the neutral stick. LDZ!
That's it.
Burned everything, and the dare from MiniVessen completely evens it up.
He was so afraid of that end sig that he ended up putting himself in a position to get down aired, and that was it. LDZ finding that neutral light, but other than that, okay, two nairs. MiniVessen gets a ground pound. Bomb! The trade happens. That favors him completely. The defense difference is that high. Sarah comes out. LDZ finds that D-light down air, but MiniVessen tossing the spike ball aside, gets that axe. Multiple down airs coming out. Tries to find a side light. That dare will connect, and Mini now playing around with the axe, puts out the down sig, reads a dodge in, but MiniVessen, LDZ's not approaching.
Down light, can't get the second one. You know he's looking for the ledge cancel. Oh! The side air into the mine, but he's not dead.
MiniVessen goes for the end-sig read. Sarah comes out. MiniVessen just putting out end-sigs over and over again. LDZ goes for a very unsafe ground pound, and oh no, MiniVessen follows it up.
Both of them still dodging around. The side air off the slide charge side sig will finish off MiniVessen. LDZ almost overcommitting, and had he gotten caught by maybe a hammer recovery, that would have been incredibly unfortunate because MiniVessen was dead to rights.
The damage was so low that game because the stocks are being taken in such weird ways. And that bomb, if Koji had 3 defense, I think that would have killed. That was so close, you know that he had been jumping out of his seat because that would have been game 1 to MiniVessen. And LDZ actually switches to Cassidy. That surprises me.
This is a definitely interesting switch. Yeah, I have no words to say about it. He's going to ban out maps. We're going to see where MiniVessen decides to finish it off at. Just a little bit.
As far as I know, it's always okay as long as LDZ's on an 8 decks legend. That's all he's been playing. Koji, VexX, and Cassidy. I don't think Asuri counts because Asuri, I don't think he likes Asuri's weapons. I don't know. He might play Asuri. That might be interesting. But either way, we're going into game 2 here. And MiniVessen, trying to do his best with that 3 decks, is going to try to take a game off LDZ in this game 2.
LDZ picks up the guns. Trying to catch MiniVessen. Gets a dare. MiniVessen gets the kick into the mine, and LDZ is behind in health.
Wow, that's orange within 10 seconds after that nair fall. Sarah comes out. He's disarmed already. MiniVessen's got him off stage. Like, what? MiniVessen takes that stock in 25 seconds.
That turnaround, I thought for sure LDZ had control, but just that kick into the mine, into the hammer play, ends up taking down LDZ.
Nice sidelight coming out. Down air from LDZ to put some damage on here, but MiniVessen finding that Sarah on the axe, puts the mine onto the ground and gets hit by that neutral air. LDZ trying to stabilize. Neutral light won't put him towards the mine, but LDZ finds that falling neutral air, and now he's trying to even things up. MiniVessen pick up the spike ball, goes for the axe. Sidelight's being tossed out. Neutral light as well. manages to punish that side stick with a down air, and now MiniVessen sitting comfortably in the lead, and he's looking to bring LDZ into kill percent once again.
Side light, not able to follow up with the side air. The sliding down light, able to follow up with the side air, but LDZ is deep in the red, and he's got to come out big. And he's not even going to clear the board. He's going to leave ammo for MiniVessen. Stop into a down air, into a recovery. But that is only going to put MiniVessen in the yellow.
Oh, MiniVessen messes up that second ground pound. It lets LDZ back onto the stage, and that could have been an easy stock confirm. He still gets with the Sair, but still, MiniVessen now is solid stock ahead. That first stock was so devastating for LDZ, and the way that MiniVessen's playing, he catches the spike ball mid-toss and actually tosses it back into MiniVessen's face. Sider connects as well. MiniVessen finding that neutral air, however.
Weapon toss. MiniVessen trying to use the chase dodge to stay on top of him. Can't pick him up after the recovery. There's a nice dare. Can't get the nair.
Ooh, dodges out of the way of that weapon, and I think he actually cancels that dodge in place into a down sig. So the downer comes up
and that
Mini.
dare will finish it.
Player 2 wins.
MiniVessen, that was very convincing in that game too. Being able to take a 2-stock over LDZ's Cassidy, I don't see him playing that legend again. He might bring out Queen Nai again, he might bring out Koji, but regardless, he struggled on Koji. This looks like a matchup that's just hard. MiniVessen sticking with that Teros, and we're going back to Koji. Game 3 coming up here, and this winner's finals is not going to be a 3-0 as we're banning out matches or stages again. Blackguard or Twilight going to be the option, and Blackguard Keep is where we're going for Game 3. A favorite of LDZ's, I believe, and MiniVessen, I don't think he seems to care. He's going to be holding onto that axe, holding onto the hammer, and smashing his opponent into pieces as he goes into this Game 3. Let's see if there's any crazy bomb trades again, because that's what decided that first stock in Game 2.
Here we go. MiniVessen not able to pick up a weapon, has the axe. LDZ with the sword, gets some nice little string. Can't get the edge guard, downlight down air. MiniVessen gets immediately back up. Weapon toss, neutral light from MiniVessen. Wants to get something. It's just the weapon toss and the follow-ups.
Sair comes out downer as well, but Mini dodges past that and finds a nice side air on the axe. LDZ trying to find these neutral lights to be able to cover MiniVessen's landing, but Mini gets that down stick. Axe toss goes up as well. The bomb goes straight down, nearly bounces into MiniVessen's face. The platform almost betraying him. And LDZ looking for that nair finish. Mini barely not dying off the top of that down stick
to get through the bomb toss. LDZ. I'm not sure if that was planned, but man, that was stylish.
It looked really good, and that weapon toss forced him out of the dodge. The Sair finishes it. LDZ takes that stock, and only in the orange. That was very cool. Porting past the bomb as if it was a dodge mechanic. LDZ gets past it and takes the first stock. MiniVessen, oh my gosh! I bet LDZ was expecting a side air as MiniVessen jumped, but he immediately canceled that jump into a down sig using that dodge. MiniVessen gets hit for that neutral light, but now things are even.
Down air from LDZ. And even though the hammer might be one of the strongest weapons on that ledge, LDZ is making it look weak by just staying horizontal to it.
Oh, and the weapon toss goes down, and Rita dodge him, but LDZ getting that end sig. Ooh, LDZ's got MiniVessen in a bad place here. Goes for another end sig read and doesn't get punished. Mini has the axe, gets hit by a Sair. Downer comes out. MiniVessen tries to recover past it. Toss that axe downwards, trying to start something up the unarmed again. But unlike the other players that he fought against, he can't find these unarmed combos. The weapon tosses aren't connecting. LDZ's not letting it happen. And now, hitting that side sig nearly hitting. MiniVessen dodging through it. He's got an opportunity for a ledge guard here, but he doesn't get it. Nice side air from LDZ, and MiniVessen is very close to death.
That neutral air will finish it off. I'd like to see LDZ slow down with those side sigs. If he had held it just a little bit longer, there were two situations where it could have been very devastating for MiniVessen. Regardless, he's still got a huge advantage. It's a nice weapon toss into the pickup neutral light.
Yeah, Koji's side sig is good in the sense that it's very fast, but the hitbox does not last very long. So if you charge it, even for like a split second, it can make or break the difference between missing and landing the move. And you're exactly right. If he held it for a little bit longer, he probably could have gotten some early KOs. But Mini doesn't seem like it's a problem, as he's got MiniVessen in the orange here as he's playing with the sword. Nice double delay in the recovery. There, nearly kills off the top. MiniVessen already using the recovery. Recovery hits. Whoa, that ends.
Sliding neutral sig gets the gravity cancel down tick. MiniVessen is in a lot of trouble. Can he get back? Needs a weapon. Gets a ground pound into a recovery, but that's not going to finish off LDZ. Side air not going to connect.
That side light having a credible amount of force. LDZ looking for that Sair finish. The third Sair will do it. LDZ 2-stocks MiniVessen in Game 3. That was one-sided. Without without saying the least. No bombs were involved there, and what do you know? MiniVessen gets handily destroyed by that bow, I think. We're going straight into game 4 here.
Here we go. MiniVessen's last chance to get into the grand finals. Otherwise, he is going to have to go down and fight through loser's bracket. But LDZ is going to ban out maps. What map is MiniVessen going to pick?
Twilight Grove and King's Pass already banned out. LDZ wants nothing to do with
He's
this, so
thinking.
now... I know the Great Hall is not an option that he wants to go to. I don't think he gets any benefit from that. He's banning out Thunder Guard, doesn't want to go there. I don't think he needs to ban out, but he might just be banning things in order of the places that he knows he doesn't want to go. Shipwrecks unavailable. Yep, Mammoth Fortress.
Going to Small Mammoth.
I think it's the least... What's the word? Like, least unfavorable map that he's got for himself, because there's a lot of platforms involved. I think that just benefits Sword and Bow more than anything else. I mean, you could say that he's got options with the axe, but with how fast Koji is and how these games have been going, I don't think he wants to deal with that. And that Sarah coming out from LDC wins out, and he takes a little bit of the damage lead already.
LDZ has the sword. MiniVessen not able to get the sidelight downlight. Trying to hit LDZ, but LDZ catches him with a recovery to interrupt. Weapon toss for MiniVessen, but no follow-up.
Downlight comes out, Mini finds that neutral light, goes for that side light, and LDZ playing with the sword finds a D-light, double D-light down air, goes in for a little bit more, neutral light comes out, MiniVessen holding onto the hammer, goes for that cider, D-light comes out as well, second D-light, 3 D-lights, recovery, goes in for that jumping Sarah, MiniVessen finally finds that recovery, lots of downlights hitting from LDZ as he goes for another down air, but MiniVessen's keeping damage even, goes for that side sig, that's a little, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, LDZ has hit so many downlights.
That was a triple downlight.
Is he like farming downlights? Is there a stat that we don't know about that LDZ is trying to add up because he's hit an insane amount of it?
Well, I mean, like, it doesn't do too much damage. I think it's like 8 or 9, but that's not the point. The point is that it brings him up high into the sky, especially when you hit 3 in a row, 2 in a row, and then you get the recovery follow-up, which could lead into a possible nair kill. He's been doing that this entire game, and MiniVessen finally finding the stock, but Mini's been brought in orange from almost D-lights alone, and now LDZ... trying to go for a dive kick. Mini finally gets that unarmed combo he's looking for. And he's denying LDZ now. He has the axe. That was a great dodge down to jumping Sarah. Tries to go for the downlight, but LDZ finds that side light. And a recovery from MiniVessen will bring him to the orange. Nice spike ball, too. MiniVessen's evening things up.
Side light. Goes for a chase dodge.
The ground pound. That's it.
And MiniVessen takes the lead.
That's huge. All those downlights didn't amount to anything because when he got that stock off LDZ, he denied LDZ from weapons that entire time, and now LDZ getting hit by the unarmed finds that Sarah, but it's going to take a little bit more than that to kill MiniVessen's Teros, and that GC side sig. What an excellent option from LDZ there as he puts out that end sig. Denies weapons from Mini as well. Just tosses his own bow aside and actually gets sidelighted away from being able to pick it up. Mini has the bomb. He's got an opportunity for the trade. Oh, LDZ's dodge was gone, but he manages to dodge out of the way. And the L, what? He gets the GC downlight there in the middle of the air after recovery.
I am confused on why he did not go for the nair. He went for a dare at the top of the map.
Oh. No, he got it!
Finish it
the
off.
triple
LDZ.
The triple downlight nair, or recovery into nair, does it. MiniVessen had a chance to bring that back, but that was just, that was brutal.